Islam.
Shalom, everybody. Peace and blessings. Let me get my share on. I want to see it pop
Okay.
up.
See, I think it's all right.
Okay. That noise. That's the noise. You hear that?
It's no, it's me. There we go. My bad. Go back to the Facebook. So we should be clear on my side.
Islam. Peace. What's up with the people? Gonna talk about some information. What?
No, I was just saying Islam. I did the Marvin Johnson deal. He said Islam.
Oh. Yeah, we're gonna talk about some information that's vital, that is affecting a lot of Moors, whether they know it or not. It's the reason we was talking about business for a long time, letting people set up their business. Because now a lot of Moors is working these jobs and they only worried about that they get taxed. They only worried about that they working it under SSN. They not worried about it under the fact that they done made themselves dependent on these jobs. So now it's all these conversations about, can your employer make you take a vaccine? And that's bad in itself, but it's also a decoy for, okay, if you don't take it, you got to get tested every day. You got to get tested.
Yep.
And people don't even know, I didn't even know, that the test is messy. The test can give you cancer. According to what they saying about these chemicals. Ethylene oxide, what they use to clean the medical equipment, or the test the little Q-tip, the swab.
Yeah, we can go on the show.
Yeah, so we can go and show you. Yeah, showing the video.
Yeah, so it's gonna be broke up into a couple parts.
This is circulated through Facebook.
Let's see, can we hear this though? So this is what we're gonna have to do. Hold up.
Yeah.
All right, so just bear with me for a second. I know what we need to do here. Sounds positive. We're gonna have to come up with a sound. So
yeah, it's all good. Go on, hook it up. So we're gonna
show you. Yeah, no, wait, just let me do this here. Hold up, because I'm gonna play it now. Move stuff.
One who views this video, share it with everyone, especially people who've got kids going to school. Share it with sheep, share it with a one. This is very important. Last week, a friend come to me. I can't go.
Hold on, there's a little too much echo. Let's see what happens. That's what we're gonna do. So it sounds like you didn't hear that, right?
No, I ain't hear nothing.
Okay. So anyway, it sounds like we're gonna have a little issue with that situation because this ain't a direct video, and for whatever reason, this bad boy doesn't necessarily want to play it. But what he's pointing out in the video, which we can go back to here, is he's got the home test strip kits. Okay?
Yeah, show the box.
And
That's
so,
all we need to really see is show the box.
that's the most. That is the most important part. Let's see. Where is the box?
Yeah.
There we go.
So what he's
There
showing.
we go. This is the part that he's showing by his thumb, and I'm gonna see if I can scrub and see if there's anywhere it's a little bit closer where you can see it, because I know he's trying to focus in and point it out. That's probably the clearest that you're gonna see. But this part here, where he's got his finger, not necessarily the box where you see the ND, but it's the other one, the rectangle, and that's where it's going to say sterile, and then it's /NO, and so that's where it's showing the nitric oxide or ethylene oxide, EO. Okay. Now, when we're talking about ethylene oxide, this is where we're just going. This is cancer.gov. Okay. And so they're telling you about ethylene oxide. The primary routes of human exposure to ethylene oxide are the inhalation and ingestion, which may occur through occupational, consumer, or environmental exposure. Because ethylene oxide is highly explosive and reactive, the equipment is used for processing generally consists of tightly closed, highly automated systems, which increase the risk of occupational exposure. So you see that this is something that they have to make sure that they keep a lot of things. They have to make sure that it's regulated how they're administering or whatever, because it's cancerous, extremely cancerous, right? And so it says, despite these precautions, workers and people who live near industrial facilities that produce or use ethylene oxide may be exposed to ethylene oxide through uncontrolled industrial emissions. The general population may also be exposed through tobacco smoke and the use of products that have been sterilized with ethylene oxide, such as medical products, cosmetics, and beekeeping equipment. Okay. What cancers are associated with the exposure of ethylene oxide? So you got lymphoma, leukemia, and these are cancers that are most frequently reported by the association with occupational exposure to ethylene oxide. So stomach and breast cancers may also be associated with it too. But so here's the thing. We're talking about what it is. We see that here is the sand that is being used for medical equipment, right? To sterilize medical equipment. Okay, great. So, what does that mean? So that means that this is what they're using to sterilize the swab that's going up your nose. Okay. All right. So now let's talk about the summary of exposure, right? And so this is from this WISER, which is the National Library of Medicine. Okay. And so basically what it's telling you is acute exposure. These are early signs or symptoms. So some of this stuff, a lot of people may have been kind of feeling or whatever just from taking a test, and now that you're thinking that you're exposed or whatever, and so your mind will really do something for you. But also the fact that you have these, it could also be something that's going to trigger something later on. So like when we think about the Tuskegee experiment, I think I could just leave that there. So acute exposure. Early signs and symptoms of exposure to ethylene oxide may include eye, nose, and throat irritation, and noticing a sweet or particular taste in the mouth, right? So a lot of our diets, we're eating sweet stuff all the time, so we wouldn't even think about that. We might not have even noticed that. Let's see. Delayed effects may include headache, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain, dyspnea. I might be pronouncing that wrong, so don't F me for that. Cough, weakness, lethargy, numbness, incoordination, and vertigo. Acute effects such as pneumonia, pulmonary edema, respiratory failure, asthma, cardiac, arrhythmias, seizures, allergic reaction, paralysis, and coma may also be seen. So some of these symptoms also coincide with some of the symptoms that you would have if you had coronavirus.
The thing is, why is they even cleaning the shit with ethylene oxide?
Right.
This the thing. We know how dangerous it is because you on cancer website, right?
Right.
Like what we on all the websites, and this the most cancerous cause all this, but they clean the swab with it and sticking it up your nose just for a test. Now, why is we even bringing this up?
Right.
Because you Moors, see, Moors not together. Moors listen to this, that, and the other. So we've been telling Moors to create your own business. See, be a master, be an employer. Have an EIN if you're gonna be in the commerce game. Have a master number instead of working out of the slave number. Because now masters is imposing a rules on the slaves, and now you need the shot. Or here come the trick. You're gonna have to get tested every day to make sure you don't get it. So now you get swabbed every day. You getting ethylene oxide every day. And you wonder why your taste is messed up and you got abdominal because you keep eating the poison. Abdominal cramps and all the rest of the stuff. You steady consuming it through your nose.
Right.
Because you
forced to. So
no, hold up. Because you forced to, because half the job's gone and they finna fire your ass. You live in a state where they can just fire your ass anyway. Now what's the answer now? That's what I'm saying. We living in right now. What's the answer? Ain't no time for what everybody talking about. What can I do right now? That's what people dealing with right now.
Yep.
Kill myself to go get fiat to take care of my kids because I didn't make a business. Because it's a de facto and I'm saving a de facto doing that and recreating this and that and the other. See, now you're dealing with reality in your face. A chess move. Move or get out the way. What you finna do? We call this shit or get off the pot. You know what I'm saying? Don't just sit on there. Either dump or get off the pot. Don't tell me about the stomach pain. Show me the baby. This baby showing time right now. And everybody's still, you've been pregnant for 3 years. Like, where the baby at?
Well, but here's the thing. Is that even when you see how it's being done, so even when you say the multiple tests, right? This dyspnea, okay? What does it say? Difficult or labored breathing, right? So when you go and what they're suggesting, right? Let's just see.
You know what's crazy?
Oh, we good.
You know what's crazy, bro? It's people, the same people that done listen to whoever they listening to, that didn't start their own business, that's still working a job, is the same people that's saying, that's listening to them, that's trying to fight against religion, right? When the job you working, what can save you is your religious freedom. Because they are infringing upon your religious freedom. But you done already destroyed that defense, some of y'all. Some of y'all can't go in there and say, my God is Allah and it's against my religion to take any shots with some clone Caucasian fetus cells from the 1960s. That's against my religion. Some of y'all can't say that because y'all just say ain't no religion and it's dogmatic and this is that and the other and it's just this. So you can't say that's against that you violate the Constitution because Constitution protect unalienable rights, which is God-given rights. You can't come with a divine and national movement now when divine mean anything from God and you just became an apostate. So you just got the movement now. But now you need to use it. So it's the divine and national movement, and they like, it ain't nobody, ain't no backing. Because they know it ain't real. See, it sound religious until it apply to the other parts of your life. You know what I'm saying? Then you get the ism part. You like, oh, that's what they meant as a political. So now people is in situations.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people is in situations. I'm watching a series on YouTube, documentaries Time magazine made on evictions moratorium. How they just handing out evictions now in Louisiana.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People is not prepared. People is not thinking ahead. They just gave everybody straw man a stimulus package. It only take 300-400 to start a decent business to get the wheel rolling, because they got the law in New York right now talking about trying to get it passed to where if you sick, they can just take you off the street if you ain't vaccinated. So what's finna happen is you finna have to pay to live. That's what's finna happen. That's what's finna happen. Because what they doing is they making rules for they separating. They making rules for the private. Oh, they making rules for the public. Y'all private, cool. We gonna make rules for all this public stuff because y'all don't use this no way, right? They saying that, right? They don't use that. Oh, cool. So they shouldn't have no problem. They got their own everything, right? It's Morocco.
Yep.
It's live action role playing. Cool. They don't need these SSNs, this federal public benefit.
Right.
Cool. They don't need Section 8 right now and all this shit, and I ain't advertising for it. I'm saying, is it the birthright or not? Is it Article 4 of the Zodiac or not? This is why people don't want that. They don't want them documents. It's religious. Is these people running our stuff or not? So is we supposed to be over here broke as hell, begging forever until we die? Or is we supposed to somehow create a society that can function for the kids? I'm just trying to see where we going with this and what line of thought we using. Because if it ain't no religion, like I keep saying, we're going to have to throw away the collection plate too. Everybody needs to throw that away too. Everybody needs to stop saying love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, because Noble Drew Ali, according to his literature, said he wanted the Holy Quran of Mecca to put them principles in from our doctrine. See how all this go together? Because it's culture. See, my culture ain't to work for these people. This is why I'm telling y'all, like, I know we got to use their system right now, but at least it's the best we can do. At least you can be your own boss and make what you want to make. You want to make $100 an hour? You can survey. Okay, I need to do this. Go get the skills and do it. You don't have to have nobody over your shoulder.
Right.
That's what we're supposed to be doing anyway.
Right.
So now it's pressure. It's pressure. These people making their laws. They on the news talking about they can force people to take whatever. Some of us got it, some of us don't. The ones that don't saying the ones who got it is comfortable. No, they prepared. That's all.
Yep.
We see this shit just like y'all. But if it ain't finna be right, then what's the use? That's where nihilism come in at. Bro, if I'm in a relationship and I'm doing everything right, and my woman talking about you cheating, and she want to wear everything skimpy and go out when she want it, you think I'm finna be? You think I'm in the house?
Right.
I'm not even playing. They already know now. These people know my personality. I'm in the open with mine. She mess around and come home and see the new wife. Real talk.
Okay.
Real talk. I'm gonna get it done real quick. We ain't finna go through this. Ain't nobody forcing us to. You know what I'm saying? That's how you want the Moors. We ain't gotta argue about this. You can do better. Bye.
Okay.
Bye. That's how we doing this. Ain't no ain't no baby please over here. You gotta produce. You can't just tell me how great you are. This ain't, know what I'm saying, $1 million matchmaker, you know. This ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Working at I ain't even gonna get started, bro. Y'all damn it finna get the comedy skit. You know what I'm saying? I get the rolling. But yeah, we got to get, and all this is in the court with Noble Drew Ali literature. Gold and silver in commerce, what? It's only for true American citizens. Why? Otherwise, everybody's gonna be
Yep.
taxed
Mm-hmm.
for free. It's a free national constitution for free nationals. You
Mm-hmm.
niggas still got the straw man as citizen and got the nerve to bring up a Dred Scott case. You better be able to show an SS5 form or a Noom ident report. What you mean, Dred Scott? That was his problem. It wasn't that he did that. He just didn't know everything. Plaintiff and error. You coming to me with under the straw man name. How do we know Dred Scott wasn't Ibn Abdullah Sultan who out the Bam and just hadn't updated his status and it was calling his ass Dred Scott? How do we know? We just seen that happen. How many times we gonna see it happen in real life? Now everybody saying, I heard Harriet Tubman, she was, her name was, I don't remember the name. How do we know that he wasn't, one of the Moors?
Right.
Petitioning as the Moor, but hadn't changed whatever. And that's why it's so much of a landmark case. Status in error. We know about reading the case, but, well, we don't know, really. This is what I say about history. This is what I say about all this law we read. Because we can say we know because we read the case, but in all actuality, we don't know nothing. You don't know who verified what. You can't verify who made what, when it happened. We wasn't there. People could have came to an agreement that this gonna be the way to go. And like history is just like religion. We wasn't there. We already know that because we coming into this from a fake ass history.
Yep.
We coming into this from a fake history that was religion. How we know this the real one?
Islam.
How do we know this the real one? How we know 50 years from now it ain't gonna be some old shit? Another book come out and this revealed these are tablets that was kept. That shit is not. It's the understanding of the Lord's self. It's good for down here. We can talk about it, whatever, to get shit done. Because that's all the shit that matter is getting stuff done. It don't like we can talk about the history and all the glory days, but what is we doing now? If we ain't doing nothing now, that shit don't mean nothing. I don't want to talk about what you did and we broke as hell Pope, eating oatmeal every day. Yeah, we used to have a barbecue every day. I don't want to hear that shit. And I got a bowl full of slop. If you know so much, where the meat at? And now when I'm like, you know what? Keep your slop. I'm going in the woods. I'm finna go get some meat. Yeah. They going against the rules. They took what we had and going to get the meat. Everybody's supposed to it's exposure. It's exposure because it's just like Moors understand this. Because when y'all make that change, certain people in your life get mad at you, don't they? You ain't did nothing. You think you ain't did nothing to them. They get mad at you because you was part of their life. You was part of their routine and you switched. So now you change their routine. And now you doing more than what you could have been doing, what you were doing with them. So now they feel like, they're better than me. They feel like they're better off without. See, they imagine that sword of Damocles is over their head, like you talk about in Caveat Emptor. The sword of Damocles. That's your conscience. The sword of Damocles is your conscience. Damocles, was the story of Damocles is about a king, right? See, people coming over here and getting that sword of Damocles put over their head. That's what they getting. Because this shit look too easy. It look like some niggas just making up some shit. Then they come over here and heavy is, all that. Damocles was a king, right? And he ruling over whatever his area. And what they call like a court jester came to Damocles holding his nuts. You know what I'm saying? Man, it must be good to be king. I wish I could be king. This is that and the other. Oh, yeah, you got everything right. And like how people saying about us. They too comfortable. They ain't been through enough. They need to do this. Everybody got a judgment because they think we got everything that they want. So the jester like, yeah, it's so good to be king. So he like, you want to be king? Here, you can be king. He let the jester sit in the king throne. The jester thought everything was cool. He looking around, food everywhere. He ain't broke no more. Everything was cool until he looked up and seen that big ass
Yeah.
sword over his head. You know what I'm saying? See, it's a yin
Right.
yang. He the king, but he the one, he the
Mm-hmm.
wazir. He the one that's under the burden. You know what I'm saying? He the
Yep.
one with the sword over
Yep.
his head. If the shit go wrong, he the one we coming to talk. Hey,
Yep.
you said you can
Yep.
drive. The sword is over his head. See, it costs to be the king.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be the king begging.
Right.
So the sword of Dom. So once he seen that sword over his head, he got his ass up out of there with the quickness. See, the sword was only being held by a horse's hair. See, all this is a metaphor. Because it's yin yang. To get this, you got to put this on the line. You know what I'm saying? You can't run.
Right.
You can't be the king and run when the sword come down. Chop. You know what I'm saying?
It was over with.
Yeah. So, so when you read caveat into it, it's talking about the sword of, they try and trap to with their plans, but the sword of Damocles, you know what I'm saying? That's their own conscience of trying to be the king without holding the burden. They know what happened when you try to be the king without holding the burden. The sword come down.
Yep. Yep.
That's what happened.
Yep.
So that's in their mind, like they looking for the sword of Damocles. They know it's coming. You know what I'm saying?
Islam.
So that's what y'all seeing like this present day right now. It's the sword of Damocles that then came back for people. Like, and they saying it their damn self. The energy is demanding that you be what you are. Just like Circle 7 said. You gonna say it, be that. This is why I don't get on here fronting. Because I ain't finna be nothing I ain't. No. I'm going, and I ain't saying I'm perfect right now. I'm saying my Rob is perfecting me. He got me this far. He gonna take me the rest way until it's Islam perfected. Until it's the deific life. Ain't none of y'all made to speed up the process because y'all don't even know what the hell going on. These are the type of people. Like, I don't get all these degrees, bro. I ain't been through nobody's lives. I ain't been through no ceremonies. None of this shit. You know what I'm saying? All it's me and Allah. You know? And as far as I'm concerned, that's all I need. Everything, like he don't like like people think they got whatever they got, they can keep that shit. I don't care. Allah is giving us everything and it's in perfect time. And I ain't gonna stop teaching because you know the Moors is having a holy war. Some Moors want to be Masons, and some Moors is got a balance. They know Masonry as well as the principles. You know what I'm saying? And they know what comes first. They know what's the way up out of this. They know who the Wali is.
Yep.
We know every man a priest unto themselves. This is where your real power comes from. When you know you won with a lot. This when you can do stuff that other people don't even think about because their ass is hung up by fear. Because I come straight out of prison with these thoughts. I didn't come out of prison thinking to work for somebody, but I knew I had to work for somebody to get to where I wanted to get. But I always knew who I was. At any point, I always was on the edge. This shit was volatile the whole way. That's why I said Allah was guiding. Because at any point, it could have went left. Sometimes, bro, one time I was on the job, right? I'm working at Pizza Hut. I've been working there for like 2 months. Some Caucasian dude, right? Some Caucasian rapper, Caucasian rapper. I know. He like goes on the road and raps or whatever he do and then come back and work at Pizza Hut or whatever. He come back and he been to the joint or whatever, right? He come back, right? So I'm the new dude. So you know, I'm just here. I'm making $8 an hour. You think I'm trying to talk? So I'm doing my job, right? He come telling me, hey, grab that for me and do this and do this. I just know he ain't talking to me. I like when stuff like that happen, and on the inside, I get to smiling. Like I know this nigga ain't talking to me. Like he finna, like my gin, like, hey, you want me to handle that? Like I know you have to do it this time. Like I'm on the inside, I'm
Right.
smiling like, bro, you finna give my G an authorization to treat your ass. Like, oh yeah, keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'll just ignore him. I go in the freezer. I'm moving shit around the freezer. He come open the door. Yeah, could you get this? I ignored him. I come back around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting over here making me a pizza. Like, man, I asked you this. I'm like, bitch, did I just went off on him. He shut up. Yeah, I called him a bitch, and I ain't slap him or nothing, but I, treated his ass.
Right.
We was face to face. He walked off. I went and did a delivery. I'm the delivery guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I guess they told him then. They told him whatever. He think he did something or whatever. They told him, yeah, he was gone for whatever. You think your little popcorn, whatever. You ain't nothing. He wouldn't care no way. If you was, like, whatever. So I come back now. He's trying to be my friend and all this type of stuff. Yeah. Where were you at? I was in Robinson. Was you in Stateville? Oh yeah. He's trying to relate and talk about the hot pot and how he know how to rig it. And I'm like, bro, I don't care. I don't care. Okay, it was a misunderstanding. Okay, cool. Do you? That's all I want to get. Just get out my face. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I ain't got to master you. Just bye. Get over there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's funny.
Yeah. This one more is gonna have to. Y'all gonna have to prove y'all. How can you reserve all rights in a world where most people incompetent?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you probably ain't got to snap on everybody. I'm sure it's a way to do it, But however you do it, just by being the person, you're gonna kind of be known as like the know-it-all. Because you're gonna be doing a lot of correcting. Because they're gonna be trying to treat you a certain way that you don't accept being treated. That's my point. So either which way how you slice it, you can't make everybody happy. It's like Tupac say.
No.
Niggas gonna hate you for whatever you do. Whichever side you pick, you're gonna be hated by the other side. And then if you one of them people that play the fence, everybody gonna look at you as phony. So it ain't no escape. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It ain't no escape.
Yep.
You just gotta go off the principle.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So what's the answers right now? It's depending on your situation. It's hard shit. Like, I know people that already said they was getting that got tested for them swabs. And I don't say it's the end of the world. They got a little oriental like tea cup thing you can buy and clean your whole sinus cavity out. If I was y'all, I'd be looking on eBay to get that. You can fill it up with warm water and you pour it in one nostril, it clear out your whole sinus cavity.
Yeah.
Like we need to get
I'm
on the
trying to do that.
Like we got grow houses. We starting to grow out crops and all that type of stuff. People need to get on the health tip. The supermarket, I got food stocked up too. That shit ain't healthy though.
Yeah. A lot of it's already processed. It's got a lot, and you got to think about what you were stocking because you're gonna end up needing them because a lot of the food that you were stocking was processed. And then so you don't even know how to. You got to go back to the natural stuff. We all just forced to now. That's the whole thing about everybody want to say they are more and they want to claim the culture, but they want to take the good parts of it. But you got to go back and do the work too. It's gonna be some work, Joe.
We need water purifiers. The bottled water ain't healthy.
Yeah.
They was showing people testing the pH of the water at Sam's Club. It's a lot we need to do it. Like, and what that take? Fiat, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about this stuff every Moore has to take care of for the household.
Yep.
So every Moore
you gotta have just
at least a $2,000. Y'all, you need at least $2,000. You need to be trying to accumulate. So one, you can start your business. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
One, you can start your business. That should be $500 or less to start getting revenue.
Yep.
Two, you can get your grow house.
But hold on. And I know y'all got these big dreams. And ain't nobody saying that you can't live your big dreams. But just like the example of having to work at Pizza Hut or whatever as a stepping stone, like go on and start a stepping stone. Something that's gonna bring in, because right now, what is your income? You really at a net negative. You in the ring already.
Shit, that is the big dream. Not working for nobody. That should be
Right.
the goal. I don't
Yeah,
have,
that should
I
be the
don't have a
goal.
fault.
But you're gonna have to take steps to do it. So don't just come out and think, okay, I'm gonna come out and be the CEO of whatever, and I'm gonna make something up that get out of Narnia.
Man, I ain't
You
gonna
might
say
have
that,
to do some jobs that you,
bro. It
hey,
depend on
if you
the
got,
hustle game. It depend on the hustle
yeah,
game.
do
It don't take all that. Because if you was talking to me, if it was me, like I had all, bro, when I came out the joint, I had A, B, C, D, E, F, G plan. Because I know shit happened and everybody can't fulfill their word. Bro, I've already went over this. I will be out here with bean pies or sweet potato pies and candy, you know what I'm saying? $200-$300 worth,
right.
and stay
But
out there
that's what
all
I'm
day.
talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's a stepping stone.
Yeah,
right?
I'll do that all day.
I'm talking about for the people that don't even have that plan. Because some people just expect that all of a sudden I'm gonna throw money at a problem. I ain't worried about I'm CEO or whatever. I'm just take this and bam, that, and then y'all handle that. That it don't work that way.
See, they got the
right.
wrong.
What you're saying is that's the hustle naturally, right?
Yeah.
That's not if you got a natural hustle, that's what it is. Like that's a motherfucker. Like I knew motherfuckers was selling candy and shit like that in school.
Yeah.
Whatever. There's a natural hustle. Motherfuckers already got that.
This what I mean when I say I don't care about no reputation.
Too good to do shit like that. That's the problem.
Hell no, I don't care nothing about a reputation. Let money get low. I'll take it right back to the basics. Be right downtown or right on a busy intersection, getting it in, making about $500-$600 cash a day, and everybody can say whatever they want. I'll make all the money back and create more businesses and fuck around and have other people out on the corner selling my candy.
Islam.
Like it's trendsetter type stuff, bro. Like you gotta take away. I know it look like we got the ego, but when it come time to it, it really don't, like that shit really don't matter like that. We do what need to be done. This is why I be looking at people like they be like, how you got arms and legs and the brain? How?
Right.
Bro, you know how many kids out here with their little t-shirts talking about we need this? I give them the money every time.
Yeah.
It's easy. Kids, y'all want this? All right, cool. I'm finna teach y'all economics, business, this, that, and the other. We finna print up some t-shirts. We finna get some little buckets, and y'all finna go get the money. We gonna take that. We gonna invest it. This is that. Easy.
Yep. Islam.
All right, I'm
just
gonna
that
teach you how
simple,
to
bro.
cook, and I'm gonna teach you economics. We gonna make some pies and some cakes. I'm gonna teach you how to do that. We're gonna do that for 3 weeks, then you gotta do it by yourself. You gotta make the stuff by yourself. But now you gotta count up all the money. You gotta say what was the net profit, what was this, what was that, and how much we gonna need to do it over again to re-up.
Yep.
By the time they'll get making money is gonna be fun for them, and they're gonna become it's gonna be a master mentality of getting shit done and not I need help. You know what I'm saying? These Caucasians grow up with a master mentality. Certain shit is beneath them already. You know what I'm saying? My little nephews working for somebody is beneath them. Just off what I did. They looking at me like shit. That shit too easy. They just know they can do what I did because I did. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
but they supposed to have that belief. You know, they got an example. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So more's got to break. Right. We got to break this trend, this dead ass culture we got. We got to break this Democratic Party ass culture of being taken care of, even though we know what it is. We know this our land. What I'm saying is we don't have no army or militia. Us getting together ain't gonna create no army or militia that's gonna take over this land. What people plan is for everybody to get together and then beg them for being recognized. That's my plan ain't to beg.
It's like trying to set up a beggar nation. Just begging. Everybody begging, the sheik begging, everybody begging, just begging. Just please, anybody, please. Y'all see us what we're doing. Give us mercy. You begging.
And this is what Noble Drew Ali, a beggar nation can attain to his highest degree of spirituality.
They're not even looking inside. They ain't even going within, but they fucking sheiks.
Bro, what Noble Drew Ali say about a beggar nation?
Bro,
you can't attain your highest degree of spirituality. He was about business. He said we need to create a business for our own, so we can employ ourselves like every other nation doing.
Mhm.
We sit up here waiting for them to go back de jure before we make a move, like they gonna do it.
Yep.
We don't want to do it unless it's de jure, right? That's why we broke as hell and damn that distinction.
Mm-hmm.
And don't nobody want to say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So we about that business. And now it's creeping into other parts. Not only is we about business, how long we been correcting people's status, bro? How long we been telling you put your name and nationality on the record? Now, when you want to tell your boss that you got certain rights, your shit ain't got the seal from these people on it to make it a legal document. It ain't notarized with the seal on it, so they can respect it. That's what y'all want, right? Because not everybody want a legal document that they can take to work. I've been showed you the way they had them legal documents. That's what I'm saying. What do we run with? We gave you everything. People don't look into it. They think you just lying, just making up shit like them.
Yeah. No, based off hearsay. No, what the other people said, because they were saying, and it's that nigga survey.
Now
it's that nigga survey.
Now we at the door and ain't no more shoving and jiving no more. You got to make a move. You got to make a move. And we see everybody is moving on to what we said in the first place. Fix the name, correct the status. It is what it is. Whether they want to say it or not.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm telling y'all, man. Get y'all business. If you don't got skills to create a business, start looking to learn stuff on YouTube. Start Googling stuff. How to make stuff.
Yep. You might find out it's easier than you think. Like just stop with that mentality of I can't. A lot of us had that thing where we stop ourselves ahead of time. Just look into it, meditate, and you find out it's easier than you think. You get your own path, man.
Now, it's a holy war. I'm gonna keep reiterating it. We are in the holy war part of the revelation. We in the part where everybody going against religion. That's why we got it up on the screen, and this is out of the metanetta. This is out of metanetta, Kemetic tree of life, the ancestors, our ancient African ancestors, African spirituality. This is what they got to say about religion, because it's an assault on religion. So now people done changed. See, religion got negative connotations. Now they say real religion or true religion. That's a whole different other word. So they done killed religion, and now it's they shit. You know what I'm saying? Real religion. And we saying no, it's religion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting around it. Let me put this up. Hold up. Okay. And I'm finna read this to you. For everybody, for all the Moors who you think they can get around religion. An analysis of the word religion shows that it is to the right side of the brain what a glove is to the hand. Whoa. So we know that the brain has a right hemisphere and a left hemisphere. The right hemisphere deals with connectivity and unity and love. The left side deals with disunity and fighting and bickering. So they say religion is to the right side, the unity love side of the brain, where the glove is to the hand. God, that's damn.
That's it right there.
Bro, I ain't know it's gonna
think about what
like that. I ain't even see it like that when I read it before. So throw away your religion, but unify. Now y'all see the oxymoron? When your religion is your way of life, because your religion is getting you back to the self. So stop doing your way of life and do what I need you to do, nigga. That's you basically might as well say. Slave.
Yeah.
Fuck your religion. We scared. Get your slave ass. That's what you might as well say. Now, but let's read the rest.
Don't worry about the cuts and bruises on your hand.
Man, the word is composed of the Latin prefix re, meaning again, back, plus legere, meaning tie, bind, fasten. as well as the Indo-European root leg, meaning to collect, from whence the Greek legeme and the Latin legere, meaning logic and legal. Religion, logic, legal, okay. From this, we can conclude that the coiners of the word religion applied it to those beliefs and practices aimed at tying people back to something with which they had originally been one. Like the oneness of Allah, like this tree of life. Originally, we was the self till we got differentiated.
Yep.
And belong with by natural connectivity. The original oneness is implied by the prefix re. Back again. Oneness of Allah, ahad. The attribute ahad, the one. And the natural connectivity is explicit in the root, meaning law and logic. Right at the outset, we can see that in the meaning of the word itself, according to its components, religion was not thought to be opposed to reason and logic, which are the foundations of science and philosophy. More on this later. So it's saying religion is not separate from the science. It's saying it's a yin yang, like how we've been saying, a balance. It's not separate from it. But if you're a left brain thinker, you're going to put that left brain connotation spin on it. And then wonder why you ain't got the right brain unity. Wonder why your demo ain't got no life to it. Why it's not agreeable. Because it ain't. By mathematical definition. We have seen that the predominant function of the right side of the brain is a Yeah, go up some.
Oh, yeah.
We have seen that the predominant function of the right side of the brain is a unifying or collecting or synthesizing one. So the right side of the brain that fit like a glove with religion is the predominant function. The predominant function of the right side of the brain is unifying or collecting or synthesizing one. Religion is therefore nothing more than one of its organized expressions. Its concern with realities existing beyond the visible is a further proof of its intrinsic relationship to the right hemisphere. We can thus conclude that all efforts by left-sided cultures that are aimed at creating religious doctrines and practices must pursue results off the expected mark. So this is why they look at religion as being bad, because they left-sided. So the results they never got results. Like I say, the results is produced off the expected mark. They expecting the mark and they off the mark because they left-sided.
Right.
They can't read this. They can read the signs of the earth and the sky, but they can't read the signs of the holy breath.
That's because they still stuck. It's telling you and proving you right here that they still stuck in that Western civilization mentality, and they're not willing to let it go. And that's the reason why it's not working, and they don't understand it. And they trying to claim that people are brainwashing, because what's happened is the part that does need to go is the Western civilization, the Western mentality that everybody was raised on, that y'all believe so much. And because you're not letting that go, that's what gets you cut off from all the things that you're trying to do. It's just that simple. It's not hard. It ain't nothing that we then came over and came and took some shit and then turned over a whole new whatever and went through tombs and found out this whole grabbed a golden scarab and took it to Indiana Jones and all.
Bro,
it's real simple.
The shit is easy. The shit is easy. Are we all equal or not? That's really the question. Because this why people get these titles. Because it's a yin yang. Oh yeah, we treat your brother like you treat yourself. The golden rule, do unto others and all this shit. But why is you telling me all your credentials? What do that mean? Why do I need to know this? Why do I notice every time somebody come with the title, they doing extra shit? See, they got to tell you the status before they do it so you can be okay with it. Because you ain't doing it. Because every time you do it, it's a problem. So now it's the qualifications. If they're gun sheet, they have to do this. See, now it's that. because we gotta have something to throw off the balance of rights. I need to be able to do something that they can't do. Otherwise, you know what I'm saying? Anybody can do anything. That's why y'all hear people trying to censor certain people, trying to claim that they own your birthright information.
Yep.
It's all inequality, which it tells you is the source of every type of conflict. What was we reading? Is that the Zodiac or the Metanetta? I think it might have been the Metanetta. Every source of conflict is when somebody trying to get over. So say you come to me telling me, oh yeah, I'm this and I did 20 years of this and all this. If you ain't just like, if I didn't ask you for that, I mean, it's nice, but now I'm like, what do that mean? Do you think you can say shit and you can't get checked now, or now we go?
No, they're trying to use it's that Western, bro. Go back to Western mentality. It's just like I went to school and I got my degree, and this what maybe I got my certificate to prove to you or whatever that I know what I'm doing. Here's a better example. Beauty school, right? Cosmetology school, whatever. How many motherfuckers go through there and get them certificates? How many motherfuckers will fuck your hair up?
Yeah.
With them certificates.
I already know. I know firsthand. I know firsthand. I've heard all type of complaints about the schools. I'm talking about hours of the girl talk.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Motherfuckers been suffering from alopecia and shit now, fooling around. Talking about, but they got a license, they know what they're doing. And they just they experiment in your head with different products or whatever, trying to see what's gonna make it grow back.
Man. If some of these more bodies go to cosmetology school, they're gonna be mad. They're gonna be talking about they didn't do this when I went. They didn't do this. This is like they reusing stuff, unsanitary, reusing the same this and it's foul and all. Like I done heard Deanna enough friends. No,
okay, I know,
bro. It is what it is, man. So what is we telling you this for? To bash people? No. we trying to tell you and explain to you your yin yang. You can have a plan all you want. It gotta have some energy to make it manifest. You gotta have some sphere 3, some spiritual power. And it gotta be in line with sphere 2, which is the will.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Everything gotta be in line because it ain't no cheating the system. Ain't no cheating. Ain't no cheating creation.
Yep.
And now people, like we said, they at this point. A lot of y'all done already got tested for this stuff. Get the swab. You need to go clean out your nasal cavity. A lot of y'all is in positions where y'all get jobs to where they talking this stuff. And now y'all scared. And it ain't no, you know, you don't see no other way. This is why we tell you start preparing now.
I would say need to try to get you some activated charcoal. If you took it, I would do like some charcoal to get that out, because that's it's absorbed. Like you cleaning out your nasal cavity, it's already in the system. It's a gas. It's gonna be absorbed already.
Yeah, some of that right
there. Fight it out. Yeah, right. And then so you can actually encapsulate that in a vegan gel capsule, whatever, to make it easier for you to digest or whatever. And you just take it, within 4 hours of not taking nothing, no food, no nothing, just a 4-hour gap, so he can go and do his magic. Yeah. And whatever you do, don't ever touch that with metal. Always plastic, and you're good.
Okay.
Like when you spoon it out, you're good. Then keep that negative charge.
Yeah.
Yep, that's good.
I got some capsules downstairs too. I was just going through some of that stuff. But yeah. Let me see what else could be hit on while we got the time. Like, I don't understand why people are arguing against Moors using religion as their protection, because the Constitution is supposed to protect. Like, this is what people got to fight with in court. If you go to one of these courts talking about the Constitution and all this shit, and you a boy and you ain't using your religious freedom. This is what I don't understand. Everybody fighting against it as if it ain't a protection, as if you can't sue somebody because they violated your religion, your way of life, which is your own rules. I don't understand it, bro.
Okay.
Like,
so, wait. All right, hold up. All right. So, well, what about this then? So, when you say Islam, like, what is Islam? Like, what are you doing when you finally say, okay, I accept Islam in my life? What are you saying?
I don't know what
What are you doing?
I don't know what they consider Islam is, because it's different.
No, I mean, I'm not asking about what they say. No, fuck that. I'm talking about for real. When you have a Quran,
submitting to the will of Allah. You submit to the will of Allah, whether you call it Allah or whatever, the self, the creator. You submit to the will.
Okay. So you wondering how they can't do it because that ain't in accordance with what they will, right?
Right.
And them wills married, ain't it?
Yeah, they interconnected.
Yeah. So you already fighting. So like the fight, that's why it's like I don't even look at it as being personal. I see who you fighting.
Right.
It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter me. It could have been anybody.
Right.
Because you looking at it as being, okay, that is compulsion. Oh, you don't know. You already fighting. And it already told you. Those that take Allah as a foe, ... I'm gonna let you pick ... say the rest.
You're right.
Took me in a fancy garb and call them grand sheiks, and then all these people have to follow and protect them ones. The Yakub story, right? He didn't just come out all of a sudden. All right, come on, y'all, let's go take a ride. I'm gonna have a cruise or whatever, and then just start throwing babies over. No, he didn't do that.
That's what this is, bro. This is Yakub. This is the modern day Yakub. Yakub whole story. Yakub is basically like Shaitan. Yakub whole story is reversing what Allah did, changing the nature of Allah creation.
Yep.
This is why they quoting all them. I'm gonna make create a ruler in the earth, like as if he Allah. You know
right.
I'm creating.
Yakub was doing all of that off of what? But wait, why did Yakub did all that based off his past experiences?
Yep, based off Sphere 8. Yep. Based off his 9, based off who he thought he was off Sphere 8. And then Yas Mal came and brought the balance, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Well, we bring it, right?
Islam.
That's talked about in the Clock of Destiny, the amalgamation. And that Yakub shit even explained it more, because I thought it was just the Albion. It ain't just them. It's everybody.
Everybody.
It's the great amalgamation process. It's everybody. It's uniting the Asian for real.
For real.
Yeah.
Right.
Everybody.
Right.
The Citrinoid, the Albion. Everybody.
And that's the reason why you even see where the de facto kind of is doing that whole the mixed babies this, and now you see them in the commercials and this, that, and the third.
Bro.
Because they're trying to make appearance like they're going within accordance of what the story's supposed to be.
That's what all this adrenochrome shit about. All the dead, the babies and all this shit. That's about the great amalgamation. They don't want to amalgamate.
They don't want to do it.
They don't want to do it, and they already as long as they can. We can just eat their ass to survive as long as we can.
Yep. Now I'm trying to think of the name.
We done found out they did a reset, didn't they?
It's this movie where it was like it was vampires or something, and they was able to walk in the day because they was sucking on the people down in the caves at night, extracting them. I can't remember what the name of that movie is, but basically that's basically what's happening. Y'all dead underneath the in the tombs in hell, which is underneath the church, because half of y'all is still in that situation, right? So what y'all doing in this situation is y'all are down there, they sucking all of y'all energy, melanin, whatever, everything, right, out of y'all so they can live, and that's the way they want it to be. They don't have to worry about amalgamating in.
Mm-hmm.
They
Why
can
you think all
extract
these
you
people
side
getting let in from
they
down
need
south?
to get the more time, whatever. That's the reason why they're trying to do all this other stuff with the transferring the brain into a machine, is that all this other bullshit. It exists. And y'all think it's a
All these
game. These people
people
playing.
coming in from over the border. All these people
Yeah.
coming up missing now. Now they saying all the families,
Mm-hmm.
families, they doing to them what they did to us. You know what I'm saying? To these Moors, to the Morenos, they doing to them, shipping their ass here to the ice plant, ice facility now. Now they can stay, and then more coming in. They shipping their, they doing them. They talking about so many thousands of them getting lost, and the people who over that program was the same people who was accused of the baby trafficking shit.
Yep.
All this shit going on right now at the same time. Moors think they finna have a damn meeting and stop some shit and stop everything that's finna go on, as if these
and all
people
of a
ain't
sudden
monitoring everything. You
Right.
got to take care of your territory. That's what it is. The test is here already. Ain't no more whatever y'all think it is. You got to do it now. Whatever y'all learned, you got to be doing it now.
Yep.
Niggas is already late. Niggas woke up too late. This why everything off. People still think they got like all type of time. No, you woke up and the test already over with.
Yep.
You begging the teacher to let you take the test. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's what you're doing. The shit over with already. This is why y'all feel cheated. This is why they feel cheated. This is why everybody feel cheated. By the time they got the information, it's already over. They talking about reset. Oh yeah, that test over. We got a new test. You got to take this shot. Niggas like, what? So now for anybody who prepared the right way, they feel like we owe them something. Like we ain't been telling y'all the whole time. And y'all just now waking up because the results smacking in y'all face. Y'all should be mad at y'allself. Why do it take for the world to end for me to listen to the truth?
Right. Hold on, real quick. Let me grab this package. I'm gonna grab this package. I'll be right back.
Go ahead. Take care of your business. See if it's something I can get on here with. Let me see. And what's crazy to me is people try and make shit so damn complicated. You can get, like, I literally will get on Wikipedia and the shit right there. Anybody go Google the Sundry Free Moors Act and look on, the shit is on Wikipedia. Like, everything you need is right here. Sundry Free Moors Act of 1790 was a 1790 advisory resolution passed by the South Carolina House of Representatives. Now, all this shit was done by the state based off a treaty. So, treaty ain't just got to be taken to federal. They enforced it in state. Clarifying the status of free subjects of the Sultan of Morocco, Mohammed bin Abdallah. They talking about treaty of peace and friendship. The resolution offered the opinion, that free citizens of Morocco were not subject to laws governing blacks and slaves. This is on Wikipedia, y'all. Petition from Sundry Free Moors. On January 20th, 1790, a petition was presented to the South Carolina House of Representatives from a group of 4 individuals who are subjects of the Moroccan emperor and residents of the state. Y'all hear that? Now you know when I filled out, changed my status, Moroccan Empire. I could do all the same stuff. I'm just telling about the Sundry Free Moors Act. That's on Wikipedia. If you can, pick that up, because I want you to even see that they showing that they enforce the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. It say that as subjects to a prince allied with the United States through the Moroccan-American Treaty of Friendship, they would be tried as citizens instead of under the Negro Act of 1740.
Yeah, it's up here.
Okay, Islam. And it's in the part where it say particular. They would be tried as citizens instead of the Negro Act of 1740. The free Moors, they call them the free Moors. See, it's a distinction. The free Moors. Because a lot of y'all saying y'all free and they didn't get y'all status hooked up. This is why y'all on silent mode. This is why y'all mumbling mad but can't really talk. If y'all ever do get y'all status corrected, it's going to be a timestamp on it. If y'all ever do go get y'all stuff on the record at the county, it's going to be a timestamp on it.
It is long.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't going to be able to say, yeah, this from established in, you know what I'm saying, 1968.
Okay.
Nah.
Right.
No. 2021. Forced after the pandemic. 2021.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Free Moors, Francis Daniel, Hammond, and Samuel petitioned on behalf of themselves and their wives. Fatima, Florida, Sarah, and Clorinda. They explained how some years ago they were fighting in defense of their country. They and their wives were captured and made prisoners of war by an African king. And after this, a certain Captain Clark had them delivered to him, promising they would be redeemed by the Moroccan ambassador residing in England and returned to their country. Instead, he transported them to South Carolina and sold them for slaves. Since then, by the greatest industry, so they got sold for slaves and still enforced. Since then, by the greatest industry, they purchased, by the greatest industry, slavery. They purchased freedom from their respective masters. They requested that as freeborn subjects of a prince in alliance with the United States, that they should not be considered subject to a state law then enforced, known as the Negro Law. If they be found guilty of any crime or misdemeanor, they will receive a fair trial by lawful jury. The matter was referred to a committee consisting of Justice John Faucherard Grimke, General Charles Cosworth Pinckney, and Errol Ruffledge. And y'all know the rest. It's on Wikipedia. We don't have to make it extra complicated. What we know from that is it don't take a nation to enforce the damn treaty. What we know from Dred Scott is we ain't the goddamn citizen no way. So really, these two documents that you can use to throw in their face. Why is people not making a body politic, putting this on the record? I ain't your damn citizen, Dred Scott, Sundry Free Moors Act. I'm off the treaty, according to y'all law. Notarized with the seal of the county that you can go get at any moment's notice to handle a dispute when they want to see their master seal on the paper because all your Moorish paperwork on it. And I know the retarded red letter lowercase people gonna try and mess this up. Y'all just gonna mess y'all stuff. That's why we not joining. We not condoning that stuff. Whatever happens, y'all want to mess up processes for Moors, we gonna let it happen. Y'all out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We not gonna condone that. We ain't gonna help you keep sending people off like you don't know what you're doing. We know you know what you're doing.
It's long.
This is why we
know what you're doing.
Yeah, you can put your status on the record easily. This ain't none of this hard. Divine Warning, Noble Drew Ali said, if Italians, Chinese, the Greek, the Russians, if everybody got to do it, put that free national name. Why you ain't doing it? This ain't no super secret that the Moors just got. Every other nation doing it. What are you talking about? Moors want to act like we got the super secret. Everybody doing it. Except for the Moors. Everybody except for who land it is doing it.
Yep.
Moors still stupid. Moors don't even know why people done segregated themselves and live in their own community. This segregated. They don't want to live. They racist. No. They got their own aldermen. They practicing their religion. They got a society for religious worship. And they don't want you messing up their business. Trying to make decisions. And you don't even know basic civics. You got a whole power base. Talking about we segregated. Well, why you ain't using your base? Why you ain't using the blacks? They got their people. Why you ain't using yours? Like you ain't got pieces to move with. Oh, I'm helpless. Ain't nobody doing nothing. No, you allowing these fake activists to play your part. That's what you're doing.
Right.
That's what you're doing. And you acting like a victim because you scared of the confrontation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you speak up the truth, that's why people don't be specific. They want to demonetize us. If you say the truth, they're who's doing it? Who?
Right.
I don't know. Where they at?
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to say. Because if they point, then somebody else get the point. See, it's gonna be some balance then. Oh, it's him? Okay, then let's see what he got to say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we got fake activists as the people. I'm not just talking about no one group, Moors, Hebrews, like nothing. I'm talking about who in them seats talking about they the Black Caucus and ain't did nothing for nobody and got their ass, ain't got nothing but scandals and got their friends' jobs. Right. Talk to me about that. If you ain't talking about don't keep your attitude. You can keep your religion up. If I can keep my religion, I'm keeping everything. Because my religion, my way of life. So if I can keep that, I'm keeping everything with it. Don't ask for nothing with it. Because we don't need, we build by ourselves, as people see. We ain't asking, for outsiders. But if an outsider got a common cause that's strong enough without the slavery concepts, without talking about I need a bowl full of green Skittles and all black roses and I just need a Tickle Me Elmo just to look at. Just keep it in the box. Don't do nothing. I don't want it. You can take it back when I'm done. Like once we get into all that, it's like whatever. It's nihilism. What is we even like? This system ain't meant to work. I'm gonna let it go ahead and do what it need to do. Call me when this shit over. Because I ain't helping. I ain't put my energy towards this. That's like somebody now telling me I need to stop working my business and I need to go work the warehouse for $12.50.
No, Pizza Hut. Go back to delivery.
Yeah, I need to be delivery guy. Hey, I heard you got a new BMW. No, Pizza Hut got a new delivery guy spot.
Yeah. You got them heated seats, so you can go ahead and keep the pieces warm.
Right. You can be the flyest delivery guy all the time.
Yeah.
Sleep with all the customers.
Oh shit.
Look, one of these cheats got an idea. They just pop on Indeed. Bing. They finna fill out all the fill out every people in the area.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. What your boy D Ross say? They finna get Sheikah Leak. They finna get their Sheikah Leak on.
On the real. Yeah, man.
Right.
So yeah, that's the message, y'all. Activity.
Yeah.
Like really, a mentality will fix a lot of y'all problems. If y'all just if like the Moors who got that weak mentality, that helplessness, that iblis, that desperateness, if they just change their mentality to like the I will not fail, like I can't fail mentality, like it ain't even possible type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It ain't even possible.
Yep. No, but here's the thing. Hold up. I know they need that mentality, but they get that mentality because they was commanding the men to do that shit last year. So like I'm just like, y'all got to get y'all.
No. I said I can't fail. Not I'm finna demand everybody. See, I can't fail imply that I'm finna do some work.
Right.
I don't see people with the work mentality. I don't see people putting the bootstraps up and putting the work in. Because they don't act like they put the work in. If you put the work in, if you earn some shit, you gonna want what you earn. So can't nobody just say some shit about you and now that you ain't earned that shit. You know what I'm saying? You finna correct their ass. No, nigga, I work 10 hours. I work overtime. I ain't work no 8 hours. I want my overtime. Give me them 2 time and that run that time and a half.
Yeah, but no, this how it go, bro. It really is, like I say, the school system got you fucked around. But here we go. So if you if you decided you're gonna be a mechanic, right? And you done looked at all the books, then showed you videos, everything, but you ain't touched a part. You ain't touched no tool. You ain't touched no engine, no nothing. You ain't changed no oil, shit, no nothing. They may let you drive one, you know, so you know, oh, okay, this is what it's supposed to drive like, and this is what it's not supposed to drive like.
Right.
And then you diagnose all these problems. So are you a mechanic?
Hell no.
Okay. Right.
Bro, I took the class
So
in the joint. I'm not a mechanic.
You don't really know it. You don't really know it till you do it. So you gotta start walking. So you got a lot of people that, you know, they afraid to take that first step or whatever. Y'all gotta,
class,
you know, like
no. I'm gonna build on that. I took the class in the joint and I changed some brakes, drum brakes. They got two different type of brakes, the drums and the other.
Yeah.
I did it. I can't do it now. I'm not a mechanic. If you don't keep doing it, if you don't use it, you lose it. This is what I'm saying. People think they done read a book 50 years ago and now they still got it. No, no, you done changed. And you lost it.
You're gonna have to brush up about it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to brush up about it. It's like riding a bike, but here's the thing though, was you really changing them correctly in the first place? Because when you first did it, you know what I mean, just because you successfully got some brakes on and off, that don't mean, and aside from the fact that technology may have changed, but we're just saying that you really, really do it right the first time.
Bro, what happened if you don't drive the car? What happened to one of my cars when I ain't driving for a few months?
It deteriorate.
It ain't work. I tried to start that motherfucker up, and it was nothing.
Yep.
So what's going to happen when you ain't read the book in so long? And you still claiming, yeah, I have that under my belt. I've been done that. I talked about that then, and I did this. Now you're trying to crank up, and damn, you don't forget everything. You thought you knew. See, you done went into your own confabulation. What you forgot, your brain is filthy in the blanks. Now it's you.
So here's the difference, right? Yeah, I get it. So for the analogy, this is what it is. So it's like if you have just went out there and started it, you know what I mean, every couple of weeks or whatever, just to get the motor running or whatever, this, that, and the third, get some energy to the battery, etc. or whatever. When you got ready to get that motherfucking run in 3 months, you'd have had a better chance of being less of an issue or whatever, right? So when you sit there, let it sit for 50 years, like I say, 50 years, bro, that would have been the roughest start you ever would have seen. Before you even decide you're going to change it or start it or whatever, you'd have had to change all them fluids out and put new ones in.
Bro,
people don't even know that. They just try to
Arabic now. They hear me talking Arabic now and explaining certain words. That ain't how I used to be when I was studying it every other day. I just know certain words still. But I can't talk like I was there like talking Arabic. But I, you know, for whatever reason, I stopped. So it is gone. I gotta relearn from the beginning. Whenever I relearn, I gotta go all the way from the beginning. Even though I know a few phrases and words. And know what some stuff mean. Like when we start, I gotta go all the way from the beginning. So because I can't skip a step. Foundation gotta be right.
Right.
Now, when I get to the fourth flow, some of the shit might be easy because I know what some of the fourth flow look like. Still got to lay the foundation to get there.
Yep.
So, Moors need to start laying a foundation in different aspects. Leo, I know we reading the literature, we getting our spiritual together, all that. We need to get our foundation economically together. We need to get our political foundation together, our civic foundation together, because everything ain't fighting the case. Sometimes you wanna start a case. You want to do a process. You want to initiate something. So we need to know civics. What if we need our nation, our society needs something done? Where you at in the municipality? Who's the speaker? Is this thing on the record? Is it recognized? What has it been doing? Is it has charitable contributions? What is the record of this body politic? Or even is it even a body politic? Or is people just saying stuff? Is it just an organization that's collecting donations and doing a few good things? Some people doing some things and ain't a body politic. But a body politic is recognized by the state. See, this is what Moors really want to do, but get and scared to get it. They want to do everything to get recognized by the state without going through the state.
Right.
They want to print out somebody's papers off their website with Moorish insignia, which I didn't use papers, but I didn't got them notarized and got seals on them. See, it's a way to do stuff. Niggas, they want to do everything de jure until they get time to what they want the de facto to do something. Now it's I'm getting violated. No, it's just a yin and a yang. Now, if we actually had Moorish shit, you can take your Moorish paperwork to the Moorish whatever who needed to get some shit done and see that.
And get to see,
But we don't got nothing. In reality, we don't got nothing the way you need the Moorish paperwork. To what somebody needs to know which body politic you in. So you got to use their stuff because they controlling the land. They controlling the vast state through that government that everybody calling de facto. And got everybody scared of. That's the tool to control the resources, the vast estate. This is why Moors can't make that about face because it's too hard. It's got to be a hard right. It's been de facto for so long. Yeah, we know it's a de facto. But guess what? To get out the fire, you got to go through the fire. We need somebody. We need all the Moors to be high priests, to be who you is, to raise the blacks. So we can get somebody in each municipality to represent us because we ain't got no representation when we get taxation. Fred Scott, we not their citizens. We not they fucking citizens. And we don't got no representation. So why is we getting taxed on any job if we not their citizens? If ain't nobody representing us to get us shit in no government, why am I paying you tax? I could give a fuck less about what aid you about to send to somebody else. I need this. If you ain't no more talking this, I ain't like what? What is we talking about? This the ism. Because it ain't perfected. Because we gotta raise our people. But they so damn dead. They so dead the shit when went into the Moors. A good chunk of the Moors is dead. If this shit was like the crust to the earth, you would have the under the ground level of the blacks. You know what I'm saying? That's dead. Then still under the ground, you got a group of Moors that think they own something that's still dead, still buried. They just ain't 6 feet deep. They like 3 feet deep. Then you got some more Moors that's buried. Then you got, you know what I'm saying, the ones who they listen to like the topsoil of dirt. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody living life. Everybody's surviving or dead or buried. Everybody on the horizontal level. Every time they see somebody on a vertical doing what they want to do, they attack from the dead. They come from the dead. People are the dead. With their dead culture. With their dead culture. If you listen to what they say, you're going to be broke. You're going to get a case. You're going to lose your house. You're going to lose your kids. Dead culture. Prove me wrong.
Well, oh no, well, hold on, bro. They're doing extractions now. So if that happens, they're gonna extract you out. I don't know about getting your stuff back, but they're gonna extract you out.
Do you see the yin yang? So the culture is really dead. So the reality is this shit dead. What some of these people is probably is trying to promote. But the presentation, the covering on the box is happy, happy, joy, joy. We can do this, is that, but we don't get no proof. The reality over here ain't happy, happy, joy, joy. Is truth. Just getting. You remember the Old Spice commercial when dude was in the shower? That's what we the Old Spice commercial. We on the horse. We in the shower and then the roof move and then we ride on the horse and it's like we in the chaos zone. But this the truth. This the real truth. If you really want to know, all that shit that y'all reading, all them books came from this. What you looking at calling crazy? Because everybody got a imagination, which means Allah didn't make no books when He made creation. Man made books and man made the words in the book from thinking, from the chaos zone. What they call the chaos zone in the metaneta, the spiritual realm. So why not just go straight to the source once you know the science? See, we're not just making up shit. We read the literature and we on the second coming forth. Y'all see people putting that 98 plus 2. Y'all better go read up on that. We on that 98. That 2 done been killed. We on that 98.
Mm-hmm.
We on that risen. Everybody can't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
I look at this situation, though, they can't understand it. And this shit ain't no competition. That's what people going wrong, thinking it's a competition. What they think is competition is fun and pettiness to me. Because that shit don't affect what is the product of it? That ain't doing nothing.
No, bro, that's just some shit they made up in their mind.
We still making the same decisions we was gonna make regardless, bro. It's still all plans ahead. Everything is go.
Yep. Yep.
They not. Everybody else got to defend themselves. Now they got to explain that they are religious. Look, I got the books, y'all. Look. No, don't know. Like y'all done positioned yourself against religion stupidly. Made jokes about a lot of this, a lot of that, as if you was hurting me. Now your donations they got even lower.
Mm-hmm.
Now you gotta pull out every book known to me. Now they put out every religion. I'm everything.
Yep. Yep. Everything.
Which we
all
know
of them.
that all of those is tools. We understand that. What we saying is, if y'all saying that everything is one and everything is the same, then why did we get the backlash for saying Allah? Why they couldn't just say, oh, okay, we see how they coming. How Noble Ali put the literature. They using Noble Ali way, the literature way. But we don't want to say that way. They couldn't do that because it'll show they wasn't on the Noble Ali way.
Yep.
He's saying Allah. He's saying Father God.
Yep.
He ain't saying he ain't saying Allah was and we know that it's not, we know that it's the language. We know that Allah is not a man. We know it's a spirit, you know what I'm saying, with yin yang. We know it's the all. We know it's not Allah doesn't have a penis or a vagina. They call this creation Allah's womb, though. The womb of Allah.
Yeah.
The matrix. And this is what I'm saying. At what point do you get to live? At what point do you know enough information to where you get, like every other entity, animal, you got enough to food, clothing, shelter, you know what I'm saying, and live? At what point is that the information? Like, why do I need to know about 8,000 years ago if we still ain't living right now? See, this show you who don't read Noble Ali literature, because his whole plan was, he said a beggar nation can't reach his highest degree of spirituality. This is why he brought Islamism, because until we get everything another nation got, we can't get to perfected Islam. Prophet Muhammad didn't get to perfected Islam until they went through all the wars, came back and took Mecca. Until there wasn't no more war no more. Till they had their own everything. Now what Noble Ali say? Our goal is to get everything any other nation get, right? They're always in the Moorish literature. Our goal is to get everything any other nation get. A beggar nation can't get to the highest degree of spirituality. He telling you until we got all our own shit, we can't even get to Islam. It's like because we subject to somebody else. And all the Muslims know this shit, because we can go in the Holy Quran and Mecca, and I can go right to persecution is worse than slaughter. Allah say persecution is worse than slaughter. It's better to kill me than to have me as your slave. This is why every time something come up, I go nip it in the bud. What is it? We're not going to do the persecution. What is it? If you got something to say it. Don't be a whispering jinn. See, they ain't got this mentality. See, Allah say fighting is prescribed for you. See, niggas think I ain't with this and I ain't with that. No, I ain't with talking about this and I ain't with talking about that. You niggas is talkers. I actually got cases on these people. So I ain't finna get into y'all talking and all this stuff. Y'all talk with no results and got the nerve to talk about proof. Y'all ain't did shit. Which one of y'all?
No. Hold on, let's clear that up. Make sure everybody clear. Cases with your name on it that's recent. They not from motherfucking 1800.
Man, them niggas ain't did shit. They ain't touched the part like this. This what I could say. See, everybody want to act hard. Everybody bring out y'all proof of what y'all did to the de facto. What y'all do to them. Everybody talking crazy to me. Because I can pull out multiple times. I can pull out cases against them, all type of fights, all type of stuff. Y'all can't do it. All y'all fight with is us, people who tell the truth. You can't show me 30 years and you ain't never got into it with these people. You hate them that much? See, you're not like me. So don't try and do what I do. Or don't ask me why I do what I do. You ain't finna go through what I'm finna go through. You niggas wasn't there when I went through what I went through. Ain't nobody had no answers. Now somebody want to pop up. No, y'all ain't popping up. Y'all out of there. All that stuff was meant to go like that for this right now. Because now it's crickets. Now it's crickets. Ain't nobody got no proof and everybody broke. Because they ass been on a loop for 50,000 years and instead of learning business, learning the affairs of men, and they not even at the age of majority. They are minorities.
Yep.
People we all look at as minorities in commerce.
Yep.
They cannot fend for themselves in they cannot do their own contract. Some of these people can't open an email. Like simple stuff.
Right.
Simple stuff. And talk about the competence and talk about hearsay.
Right. Yeah. You go that forever. That boy, that'd be forever if we got on them.
Yeah. But you got to give it to them like that so Morris can know it. Like we telling people the answer, but they stuck because they hearing certain different stuff from different people. So now they ass is getting it. Like the chess game moves on. More moves is getting like y'all ass getting closer to checkmate. Fucking around.
Yep.
I can't fund the Morris Nation. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta make a boat. This shit like Noah right now. Everybody gotta make a boat. Cause when the flood come, your ass gonna get drowned. If you don't have a way to get fiat, you're gonna be out of there. This shit easy as hell. And this how easy it is. Fill out an SS5, update your status. You don't even need the EIN. Go to the bank and start a business account with the SSN with the updated status. Make sure it's a 1099 account. That way they ain't gonna take no taxes out. And then you go read the IRS manual and see how much fiat need to be reported under, so you ain't gotta fill out nothing. And then you're gonna have an easy way you'll be able to go and people can swipe out your little Bank of America or whatever if you got some type of product. Now you can go on the street with your whatever, your socks, your pies, your candy, whatever. If need be,
whatever the hell it is.
Make money. This some shit you can do right fucking now. You can go right to the bank. Well, update your status, and you can use the SSN to get that bank account, a business bank account. And ain't no taxes. Like people is making shit too hard. And no, I ain't got to charge you for that. That's easy. That's easy. But niggas is scared because they ain't gonna do the research on the rest of them. So they just gonna listen to somebody, let them send them off. So you can't tell me you can't just tell me anything.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're all trying to line up with whatever each other saying this, that, and the third to make it all believe.
Bro, you can't tell me no corporate contracts when your whole life is a contract. Why you think you got to use a credit card and sign? Why you think you got to give a check and sign? Why you think you get a receipt? All this shit a contract. Why you think you got to agree to cookies and all this stuff? Agree to the app. Your whole existence over here is a fiat contract. What is you talking about? So now it's degrees. Now we're gonna accept the donation, but we're gonna be incompetent minorities because we can't do we don't understand the paperwork. So we're gonna say, if you do that, then you're helping. No, they going on with this shit anyway. They don't give a fuck what the Moors do. The system is going on. They trying to save this motherfucker. So what you need to do is make a way so you don't get when all this shit like niggas act like they ain't read the Clock of Destiny. Do the Clock of Destiny say it's gonna be some bloodshed, 95% or not? Is it a de-ego report out now that's saying that they finna kill off most of the 90% of the people over here or not? So do you need so fuck what everybody's saying? What's the reality? The reality is this shit going on. The reality is, do you got your own food? Can you grow your own food? Do you got enough stuff saved up? You need fiat to do it. That's the reality. How you gonna get it?
Right.
How you finna prepare? See, niggas can say this, that, and the other, but answer these questions. I want to know how it's gonna happen. How it's gonna happen without what I'm talking about, without a transmitting utility. When everything you do in this reality, you can't even hate on me without signing a contract to get on social media, which you say you don't do contracts. So Moors, start like thinking business. I know y'all got skills already. We the workers of every job. So even if some Moors got to get together to create a business, some businesses you can't do by yourself. Maybe you want to create a restaurant. Maybe you got the skill, they got the money. You gonna create like one of them trucks that go around selling food or whatever. It's a lot of ways you can do stuff. Y'all need to start studying public benefit. You need to update your status. You need to see what you can demand of these people, what grants and all that type of stuff you can get to start this stuff. We at ground zero. It is what it is. And I'm telling y'all what it is before it happened, before y'all forced. How long you think people finna be able to beg?
Right.
How long you think people finna be able to beg? Especially with us over here. When they come, when they see us, well, shit, they can do business while y'all can't do it. Because once we come out with the rest of our stuff, and then, like I say, charitable work. You know what I'm saying? I'm with the charitable work. I'm with all that. We ain't just with, you know what I'm saying, bullshit. But when it's time for bullshit, you best believe, oh yeah, they got an authorization for that.
Yeah.
Go read Caveat Emptor. They got an when you start lying over here, they got an authorization. See, this is when Allah say fighting is prescribed for you in the Holy Quran, because He knows it's a defense. Once you nip it in the bud, they know they can't do it no more. See, that killed that. That recreates the matrix. That's an anomaly in the matrix. See, this is what we doing is an anomaly in the matrix. People used to be able to just come and lie and intimidate people, but nobody would say nothing. We saying something and standing on it. That's an anomaly. That means that can't happen no more. People is embarrassed now. They supposed to know this, that, and the other, and now we at the test and we seeing that they flunking. And everybody who follow their ass flunking.
Yep.
And this remind me of what I see at the Duke of Tears. Somebody had shared one of his clips. He say, man, long as I've been here, he said, every time somebody go against Noble Drew Ali, they always get disrespected. They never get, then they disappear. They never had no respect after that. And I think that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you gotta follow him. I'm saying don't lie on him. That's like we not finna come lie on whoever you saying you follow. We not finna go take him and lie on him. Don't come over here lying. Because we don't even consider these Moors, like, we don't even consider them like what Noble Drew Ali was talking about. They done created their own thing. You can't take the divine, you can't take Allah out the divine and national movement and then say you with the divine and national. No, you with your own thing. This the divine and national movement. So if you saying Noble Drew Ali, if you with the divine and national movement, that's this. That ain't, you know what I'm saying, you can make whatever. No, you do that over there. Talking about some this for everybody trying to force some unity. Because it ain't no force. We're not coming up off of this. Some people gonna get adjusted. You know what I'm saying? That's all that's gonna happen. They gonna get adjusted. Because the people at large is not finna sell out Noble Drew Ali for nobody. That's that's the rude awakening. That's the real conversation people don't want to have that we putting a highlight on. Y'all ain't following none of this literature. What y'all got to say? Y'all saying y'all don't believe in it? And now everybody crickets. Because they really want to see it. They really want to see it. But they know that's the end. That's all she wrote. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, look up ethylene oxide. Don't be taking the test swabs. I'm talking about if you got a job and they threatening you. If I was you, I'll be looking for a wholesale store wherever I'm at, and I'll be taking my last however much money, $200-300, and I'll be buying everything in a bunch of baggies, and I go home and bag up $800 worth of shit. And before I leave out the door, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, I'm taking all of it, and with the power of Allah, the beneficent and merciful, I'm finna go get all this off, and I ain't looking back. I ain't working for nobody ever again. That's the energy I'm gonna take, and I'm gonna go get it off, and I'm gonna go do it again the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and it's gonna be all she wrote. I don't care, but that's a different mentality. You know what I'm saying? Can't have the dope boy fresh ego and go back to the bottom like that. You know what I'm saying? With no problem. I could. I'll be out there fly. I'll be out there with the Laker hat on. You know what I'm saying? Pies, juicy fruits, all type of candies, all type of shit. Talking about cold pops, everything. And I'm gonna have a little swag for you. And I'm gonna have the lingo make you smile when you roll down the window. Oh, I see you. Oh, I see you, more buddies. Oh, I see you doing it big. I see you looking nice. Where y'all going? Oh, okay, here you go. Okay, here go a juice for little man back there. Yeah. They gonna be telling that, oh yeah, no boy up there, he on Saturday night. Yeah, he cool as hell. Yeah, he knowledgeable too. He be doing lives. The shit that's beneath somebody else, I'll make that. Some people start hating. Man, he think he owns something. This nigga thinks. This is why you gotta move and get out the way. That ain't no career thing. You gotta work that thing a couple weeks, get you about 2 G's, 2 or 3 G's about it, and move. For somebody see you and start counting your pockets and think they want to rob you. This how this shit go.
Exactly.
This how the Moors now. They see we ain't moved around though. We just stood up. We just stood on the square. So now they counting our pockets. They doing this. They doing this.
Yep.
Trying to rob us.
Yep.
Yeah. Trying to use the people as if it's a telling device. Tell the people on them. Tell them. This is why I want the shit in public. You telling on me anyway. Say my name. Shit. As if I care about what, like, bro, I'm not eating off of them. This how they met. This how you can measure who eating off the people.
Yep.
Now they certain shit embarrassment. All the what the Circle 7 say? Master don't screen themselves for reputation of fame. They don't care.
As long.
They know they using themselves as the vessel. Yeah. I don't need your reputation. Don't none of y'all make me. I ain't getting my power from none of y'all. Ain't none of y'all gave no power, and can't none of y'all shut the power off. That's why you can't shut it off. Because it ain't come from you. They can claim it all they want. You can't do it. You ain't beat no cases. None of them. Name me a chick that beat gun cases. 2 of them. And then go look at how nice they was. Go look at mine. Name me one that was cursing them out.
Okay. Well, really
and it went to the headquarters and was filed in Freedom of Information Acts on the captain. Yeah, I ain't tell y'all about that. How the dicks came to my house one day banging on my door. Bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Because our Freedom of Information Act, the captain and everybody from the police station trying to sue their ass.
Right.
They delivered the mail personally, banging on my door.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't know what it was. I go when I open the mail, it's Chicago police. It's a letter. And they explaining why they ain't finna give me the information for the captain and just the number if I want to sue. I'm like, ain't this a bitch? That was them banging on my door, trying to intimidate.
Right. Right. Trying to intimidate you. Right.
Yeah.
Please, bro.
So I can't see the questions. Is it any questions, statements?
No, let's go put caption. So if anybody want to got any questions or whatever, go ahead. Please feel free to put it in the chat. We'll get your questions and whatnot out. Remember, no soliciting necessarily fans of other people. So please don't get yourself on the block list.
Y'all, any questions on starting a business or like
Yeah.
what to do?
Right. Well, if you got a plan, you got a question about your plan, this, that, and the third, feel free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that whole thing about that test, that COVID test, I think it was like CNN. That's what I was looking for. I should have probably looked it up again, but CNN had on there where they was like, you should do the self test at least once or twice a week. So if you're doing that once or twice a week with this ethylene oxide, bro, that all that stuff is steady building your system. That's why you probably gonna need that charcoal to pull it out,
Bro. This what like, do y'all understand what's going on, man? They reported that over 100 million people already got shots so far. We probably, let's guesstimate 150 million at least have been tested. So let's just say in the next, because the DE report for 25 in the next 4 years. Let's say in the next 4 years, it's finna be mass either sickness, deaths, I'm talking about, or to both. It's finna be some shit. Like think about the next few years going forward when we talk about make your business, because I can sit my ass in the house and order my food. I ain't gotta go outside. When it come 90-day time, I can order food because I got fiat. And then say the whole system crashed and everything, and I got food and I can grow food. So we covered. Think about the next couple of years. What's gonna happen if everybody start dying? What's gonna happen with this eviction moratorium? Like what happened if 20 million people died? What type of new laws would they try to usurp the people with? Off the fear of the deaths. It ain't even been a million. No, that's what they claiming, 1 million deaths now, right? And they trying to force people to do shit. What if 5 million people die? What type of laws are gonna come out then?
Yeah, they're already trying to talk up ways to make it be comfortable for everybody who didn't take the shot or whatever. How they're gonna be ostracized? Like, oh yeah, we're gonna have it where it's open for they're trying to emphasize the idea of, if y'all want these freedoms, take the shot. Because if you don't, you got to stay in the house.
At the same time, domestic terrorism bill. So you want to protest terrorists? You want to protest about this now? See, this is why we don't allow ourselves to get fit in certain boxes, because now if you try to even use your rights, now they done box you in as a damn terrorist because you with the retarded group.
Yep.
So it's two laws at the same time. Domestic terrorism, we got to force them the vaccine. And then you already saying this willy-nilly crazy stuff. So yeah, they're just vaccine refusers. That's the misinformation that's on Facebook.
Yeah, you can already tell they're really disconnected because you can't discern between the truth and falsehood, this, that, and the third, the facts or whatever. Yeah. They're going to paint your ass.
This is why you got to go more. You see everything we talking about is private. We really saying private. Start your own business is really private. Get out the public. You know what I'm saying? Get out the public. Go private, because the public getting fucked up. The public is what is for the beneficiaries. That's what the public for. The public for people who can't do by themselves. Just think about it. Anything in the public. Anything you need from the public it means you ain't got it all on your own private property. Otherwise, I don't need y'all. We get enough land, we don't need the public. We got everything. Because we want to visit somebody. So I'm telling you, go private. As private as you can be. in this system and without this system. That's why I say I'm me in and out. I'm me in Morocco. I'm me when I'm in this system. When they look at my straw man, it's a reflection of me. That's my subject. I know they made it, but I'm the trustee over it. They can't tell me who I am. I done updated the record. So you can't give me that false history. When you run my straw, it's gonna say what I said. No, motherfucker, treat it a piece of friendship. Moroccan Empire is not a U.S. citizen. I know it's a state ID, so I'm not black. I'm a Moor. And I ain't gotta prove shit. If one of you stupid slaves violate me, I'm gonna pull out this camera and your ass gonna get summoned. You gonna find out how real it is. This how I'm treating their ass. Yeah. I'm treating their ass. You ain't finna violate nothing. I'm finna get footage. I'm finna get the discovery right in your face and start talking at legals. Usually don't never even get to that point. Once they see the camera come out, like say I'm in a store or something and they finna violate. Once they see the camera, once they know the signs of this shit. Once they see me gathering evidence, they know I ain't doing it for nothing. No, these are the rights, or we finna go test this out. See, they might not let me sue the Chicago police. They'll let me sue one of you months. Like, y'all, one of y'all got all these little quick stores and stuff violate. Y'all ass got.
Yeah.
All people that don't know business, y'all ass out of there. I was doing business about a month ago. I'm cleaning some furniture, right? In the hood. And you know niggas be overplaying the hood, right? So you be in the hood, niggas be at the house, they girl and shit, they want to over thug it and shit, right? I ain't never seen this dude. Last time I cleaned it, everything was straight. I cleaned it this time. You know, this stuff be dirty as hell, house for the kids. He come down scratching the furniture, talking about if it was me, I'd deduct it and I would give you all the money. I'm just quiet, like, okay. So he like, yeah, okay, but here the money. I'm like, right, get my shit. So I'm like, right. And before I left out, I'm like, right. All that deducting shit you was talking about, I'm like, just for your information, if you would have took off $10, I would have leaned and owned everything in this motherfucker. He like, huh? I'm like, yeah, I could have leaned you for everything. Like, it wouldn't have been you, it would have been your girl because she made you responsible for the shit. But yeah, I would have leaned everything just for the principle of it. You know what I'm saying? I'd have had your ass crying and begging and this is that and other. Whatever under that name that's owned, I'd have been leaning that motherfucker for $10. He like, oh yeah. I'm like, yeah, go look up a commercial lien while you playing about what you gonna do. And once you sign that contract, like, you better stop playing with me.
Islam.
So yeah, Islam. I'm not playing. All this is civics. Everybody talking about suing some stuff.
Yep.
I'm trying to see how many of these super thug Moors is gonna be doing a lot of this suing, because a lot of what you got to do is call the police and get a police report.
Yep.
A lot of what you got to do is gather evidence.
Yep.
How many of you super thug Moors is calling the police to get the police report when you didn't have the
hold on. Wait. You know what they're doing? They calling the Sharifians, or they calling and they making a report with the the other police, the
bro. I'm not look.
3D printed band.
Let's get this. I'm not saying this is right or this is wrong, and I'm not saying this is right and this is wrong. I'm saying niggas stop lying. I'm saying ain't none of these niggas suing nobody in these people's courts without going through the proper procedures. You can watch Judge Matheson see this. Did you get a police report? That's gonna be the first thing they ask, because they want to see that you get it on the record. They want to see who the police sided with at the. I got a court case right now from an accident. They want to know who the police report was siding with on the police report. All this is evidence in the case. Say it wasn't an accident. Say it was one of you Moore's businesses got robbed. Or not robbed. Say somebody came to deliver some goods and the delivery man did something shiesty. But your business is between that company and you. So if you don't get
Yep.
the record, it's gonna be your word versus his. If you want
Yep.
to sue that company. See, niggas talk
Mm-hmm.
about the affairs of men, but they ain't doing nothing. Or they don't know what it
Mm-hmm.
consists of. Know what I'm saying? See, don't nobody want to know how the hot dog made. When you come over here, you learn how the hot dog made. We don't care if you like it or
Right.
not. No, the hot dog made like
Mm-hmm.
that. That's how the hot dog made, nigga. Oh, they
Yeah.
saying they got hot dogs and they ain't make them like that? Oh, they lying.
Yep.
They lying.
Yep.
This is why everything messed up. People hiding the truth because of reputations, because of what feelings is gonna get involved, what people gonna think of them. So as a result, see, as the product of that, because math is math, you can't hide the truth to protect you, your feelings, and think ain't no negative result. As a negative result, everybody is confused and don't know what the hell is what. Don't even know the principles that Noble Drew Ali brought them. He gave it to you out of the Holy Quran of Mecca, and now it's a fight over religion when love, true peace, freedom, and justice is the dogmatic principles of Islamism.
Mm-hmm.
And Islamism is the political vehicle that we use to get everything we need established in a community so we can get to a perfected Islam or perfected submission of just living life, submission to the will of the self or Allah, whatever you want to call it. We just living life in the unity and all this lovey-dovey shit y'all talking about. So y'all, it's a process to get to that. Y'all wanna have Lamar's class and do Pilates and then you know what I'm saying, yeah, and all that shit. And we just gonna think it, which the spiritual, yeah, but some work need to get done as well. And it's
Right.
how do I need to say, it's facts that need to get put on the record for the record, for everybody to be able to move on consensuously.
Mm-hmm.
See, everybody want to dodge religion, but it's impossible to dodge religion because religion is a way of life. So everybody got different ways of life. So not to offend your way of life, you need to put status on the record so I know your way of life. But people don't want to put status on the record because if you put status on the record and I know your way of life, then I can hold you to your way of life. See, then we can't do the big ass little U's.
Right.
Then
Right.
everybody equal with their own name and nationality on the record, and if they violate that, then that's what it is. It ain't your title.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See, then it's real isonomy. That's the problem. People don't really want isonomy. They want to put you in a box, and they want to wrap isonomy wrapping around it, and then tie Noble Drew Ali ribbon around it, and say, "Here, the Divine International Movement. Do what I said."
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Cash out, PayPal. And I'm like, but I thought you knew everything. You don't know how to set up a business? This shit easy. Noble just told us, he told me, you know what I'm saying, in 5 minutes. He said, update the straw, and I can go set it up in the SSN at any bank and get a business account. 1099. And ain't no taxes gonna come out. You ain't even tell me that. What you mean?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's free. Now, who got a skill? First of all, go. You need to update your status if you're with the Moroccan Empire. You don't need to be around here as no U.S. citizen.
Right.
You don't need to be around here with no slave name on that state ID. If you with the Moroccan Empire, I'm gonna keep putting that out. If you with the Moroccan Empire. Everybody talking Dre Scott, I sure don't see no SS5 forms. I don't see nobody talking about the SS5 form. So nigga, you still U.S. citizen. You still get it. You get a case. You Dre Scott. You can know the case all you want. What's your status say? It is what it is. That's even more like pitiful. You know it ain't do nothing, huh? Okay.
Yep.
And if it ain't what I'm saying, then what is the fate of the Moors? What are we supposed to do? Be broke as hell forever? Like what can we do? Don't work a job. Don't start a business. Don't get no benefits. But give
Give
a
me a
donation.
donation.
But yeah, how are we supposed to get it? I don't know. Meditate that thing. Meditate. Get cash
Hey,
app meditation.
hey, by any means necessary.
This is what I'm saying.
ASAP. Run that. Okay.
And the reason you get the color commentary is because look at the product. I gotta laugh to stop from crying. Because goddamn, cause shit, bro. How many of the Moors that already lost their damn life, bro? We don't know all the stories. How many more is dead because of bad guidance? How many more is gone?
No, that got swept up under the rug.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And just, I just like, it's sad though, bro. And then the children is affected by these people.
Bro, I was looking at
It's
that
like
documentary.
You're so
and
worried about
uniting
the Moors, but you tearing your own family apart.
Bro, I'm looking at the little kid on the documentary. And the little kid like 7. I'm like, these little kids gonna be some monsters, bro. They don't even know what they're going through. They don't even understand this shit. They finna be some goddamn, like the little girl off Lovecraft.
Yeah.
What they did to her, how sweet she was, and then at the end, that's what these kids finna be, bro. These kids finna be destroying shit. That's all they know. They getting shot at. They growing up, can't even sit in the car in Chicago. They getting murdered. So how long I'm gonna get shot at and I ain't finna shoot? You got me crazy. Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what people don't understand. These kids finna be a beast. You can't work regular job. Look up Chicago News. Uber and them is doing, the Uber employees done form a society. They doing protests. Because they getting shot in the head. They getting robbed, shot in the head, all this shit. Because Uber ain't making people identify themselves. And y'all know that real ID shit kick in later on this year. So y'all really need to get y'all shit, passports and all that straight now. Because if you ain't got a passport, you're going to be able to fly. And then you might not even want to fly. They just changed the rules again. You got to get tested to fly. They change that shit by the day. So it's like it's war on all fronts. You warn against the system and you warn as a Moor just to exist in the Moorish paradigm. This the fight we get with other Moors. It's just to exist. We didn't ask nobody for permission. We didn't even start with a lot of these people. A lot of these people, we knew who they was and we was quiet. And they thought that shit was weakness. You know what I'm saying? So we had to fight to exist. And they just picked it with the wrong people. And that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to fight to exist as a Moor. This is why Noble Drew Ali in his literature champion religious freedom. Say without religious freedom, we can make no progress. Because his example was Prophet Muhammad. The whole story of Prophet Muhammad is religious freedom. Because he was persecuted. The whole story of Prophet Muhammad is for each individual Muslim, Moor, Mohammedan, who submit to the will of Allah, who following Noble Drew Ali. The whole story of that is for you to go through your own tree of life. Because the story of Prophet Muhammad and Jibril is the tree of life. When Jibril came to Prophet Muhammad, he was Muhammad the Desert Arab. He wasn't Prophet Muhammad. When Jibril squeezed Prophet Muhammad and made him recite, he was Prophet Muhammad. He was Muhammad the Prophet. He had got to his second coming forth. If you get to what I'm saying. And he told him, recite the name of your Lord who taught man by the pen, which means, what have you learned? What has Allah taught you? Recite that. Now, we all different. Allah taught us all our own measure. Recite that. That's the story of Prophet Muhammad. Read the name of your Lord who taught man by the pen. Whatever he taught you, you know it's the truth. You know truth is orders of Allah. Recite the truth. And it ain't going to be the same as what he's talking about because you ain't learned like how he learned. But you in a different area with the people, know what I'm saying, that you know that your truth can help. So his truth ain't needed where you at. This is why motherfuckers is fucked up. Y'all steady trying to take somebody else's shit and bring it where you at, where you the Prophet Muhammad over there. What we say about Prophet Muhammad as Muslim, he the best example. How can he be the best example if ain't nobody trying to do what he did? And he didn't throw the whole Quran on nobody's head at one time and say Islam. He brought their ass stages and degrees. Like it's saying in the Holy Quran, Islam is taught in stages and degrees. So that's what we like. It's a part of our way of life. It's why we jump from business and we can talk, you know what I'm saying, saving people, and we can talk the literature and the law, and it's all Islam. We with the rhythm on all. It's all the rhythm that we with. That's why the outside shit we don't accept. No, that ain't our rhythm, and you ain't finna change our rhythm. If you ain't coming on the rhythm like us, you know what I'm saying, or if it's not agreeable, see, you can have an agreeable rhythm. But if you talk about making power moves and all that, we need to be on the same rhythm. But if your shit agreeable, we can, you know what I'm saying, all right, Islam. Do it. I see you producing over there. Keep producing. I'm producing over here.
Islam.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't hating on nobody. That's what I'm saying. I ain't in a competition with nobody. Because they ain't finna dictate shit I do.
Yeah.
I don't run my thoughts over with these people. If that's all the questions, I think we went in kind of good enough. I'm talking about we stressed the business.
Yeah, I don't see any questions. So we good. And then, like I say again, we could always subscribe to the Portage de Chicago YouTube channel or whatever if you want to get notifications. And as well, you can also keep it real easy, and you'll get a notification every time if you just text to the 773-496-4729, just the word alerts, and then it'll put you on keyword alerts, and you'll be good to go.
Yep. And if y'all need, we still got the classes. If you need your name, know about the name change and how to update your status on the SS5, we still got that. And we still got how to get the EIN, as well as start your tribe and put it on the record at the county, which is needed. All this shit, like, I know it sounds like whatever, but to some people, all this shit needed. Y'all got jobs. Y'all want to go be able to go get a legal document and say it's not my religion to take this shit. How you gonna do it? You ain't got no society. You ain't on the record at the county. This is why y'all need to stop listening to people and make them provide you with some proof. I'm on the count. I'm on the record. I can go get that document with they seal on it. This is what we talking. This shit ain't hard to do. You saying you're more on Moore's paperwork. You not updating the straw, but you got a job using the SSN. I'm not understanding this shit, bro. And then you wonder why you getting treated like the slave. But I know it is. People ain't studying, so they going off the confidence of who they listening to instead of going off facts. So y'all going off people reputation, even though you seeing the results of them people reputation. No proof of ever beating shit, but all the proof of getting everybody in jail and broken families. Like whatever. I'm never gonna understand it. On that note, I'm gonna get to my music. Islam, everybody.
All right, Islam, y'all.
Peace and love.